Greetings, everyone. Thank you so much for subscribing and sharing my content. This is your ICT facilitator, ICT tutor, to take you through today's submissions. Today we are going to be looking at the UNEB 2025 ICT paper 2. We are going to be looking at this set, 2025 ICT practical exam, focusing down to item 1 to see what the candidate was supposed to do. A disclaimer, what I'm going to be sharing in this video is my own idea, my own submission. You are also free to go look through, come up with your own suggestions and ideas, and you're free to comment for areas to improve. You're free to guide. You're free to also look for ways of adding on to one another, as our slogan follows through, that each one should teach one. This is my own content, my ideas that I would think if the learner was to do this item, what they could have done well. So this is your ICT tutor. Today we are going to be rushing through to see what we are supposed to do in this item for 2025 paper 2, item number 1. Remember, we have also uploaded a video on item 2, which was about the online publication. Please don't forget to check it up. Everything that I've used in this item, I have been able to put it in the video description, the support material, the dummy content I'm using, my submissions that I'm doing now. Please, I've been able to put them for you in the video description. Go check it up and then pick them from there. Then for those that want to join my WhatsApp group, still, I have shared the link to my WhatsApp group. Just go click and join to see that we can keep sharing ideas, keep learning from one another as you follow through. This is your ICT facilitator. Let's move straight to the item here. When you check on to our item of interest, our question paper for 2025 UNEB, Uganda National Examination Board, Uganda Certificate of Education, Information and Communications Technology paper 2, the practical exam. Remember, this paper takes 2 hours and 30 minutes. So you, the candidate, attend to the item. We want you to be as fast as you can and endeavor to manage your time. Please, if you are to get good grades out of this. So we shall look into the instructions later. Let us zero down to the question item and then we start digesting it down. Okay, so here we go. They are telling us in this item that when we check here, they are telling us that item 1, Eve started a children's home in Uganda where she helps disadvantaged children. She operated for some time, but due to increasing expenditures, which she could no longer meet, she applied to a charity organization for help. Fortunately, her request was granted, and she was asked to make a budget following the guidelines given by the charity organization as shown below. Medical fund for each child per term according to age. 4 to 8 years, we are giving you 200,000. 9 to 13, we shall give you 100,000. And above 13 years, we are going to be giving you 75,000. Then under school fees, they are telling us that for school fees, for each child per term is 500,000 and 750,000 for primary and secondary school children, respectively. The budget should clearly indicate the total amount spent on each child per term and the overall amount Eve expects per year. Okay, now the organization has scheduled a meeting for all the institutions it helps, and Eve is expected to make a presentation of the activities done by children at the home, available facilities, future plans, and the budget. Eve has details of the children's home and data to be included in the budget in the children's file folder. However, she lacks the ICT skills. What are we supposed to do as the candidates of the new curriculum? They're telling us here that now, after looking at all that, help Eve to prepare, to do what? To prepare all that she needs to present in the meeting. Provide a soft copy on a CD stock DVD and sample hard copies for what you have done to help Eve, clearly indicating your name, personal number as the developer on each of those copies. Okay, now when we look at this, we see that the scenario is well customized, so we are going to also follow the same footsteps to see that we achieve the target at hand. But when you check here, we have key running elements that we are to uphold and get things done well. Now let's walk through the support material. Remember, I have put this support material in the video description. Please check it up and then follow through. We have a folder for children's file folder. I will come and check through. When we check here, we have some dummy images, and then we also have a Word document. Let's see, what do we have here? Yes, when you check this Word document, we see that we have some information about the surname, the first name, the age, the gender, and the class. Okay, after looking into this, now I'll come back and see the way forward. But before we dive deep into the execution, allow me first take you through what are the key marking points, what are the things you shouldn't miss as you attend to item 1, ICT paper 2. Now, when we check here, we had already shared this in our previous videos, but I want to re-echo the key marking points for item 1, paper 2. The learner should rename all files appropriately. The file name must clearly reflect the given scenario. We have the EVAS project. We want to see how are we going to be renaming these files. Option 2, if you're working with Spreadsheet, please go on and rename all worksheets to meaningful names related to the task. Okay, when we check here, again, they're telling us that use at least 3 Microsoft applications when attending to item 1. Spreadsheet is compulsory. This is mandatory. If you don't use Spreadsheet, then you might lose out on some few points. Then we want to see importing of data. How do we import data? If you're doing with database, how are you importing data? If you're using Excel, how are you importing data? We are going to be checking it in this item. Create a well-labeled chart or graphs to visually represent data. Ensure clarity and correct titles. Even if they're going to ask that, please compose a chart. As a candidate yearning to get an A, please go on and compose a chart there. Then I want to see the use of advanced spreadsheet functions such as the sum, the rank, the VLOOKUP, or the HLOOKUP count if whether specifically requested or not. So I want to see you checking at least 1 or 2 of these key advanced functions. Then away from that, we have what we call apply proper table formatting, including borders, shading, consistent alignment for the neat presentation. So I want to see the detail as you break down the scenario to see that we get correct and very good marks. Then rename all database objects appropriately. Ensure each table, query, report has a relevant and descriptive title. You've composed your form, please can you label it very well? You've composed a table, please can you give it an appropriate name for easy data interpretation? So these marking points have also been put in the video description for you to go access, share, enjoy, and so that we can learn from one another. Now after looking into all that, allow me to go straight and then we start checking here and there. Please don't forget to subscribe and share. Kindly do it for me as we keep growing one another. Okay, right click in space, go to option new, come over here, create a folder. My folder is Mutebi Thank you. Mutebi 009 is what I'm going to be using as my ID for today. So this is my name and this is my personal number in today's video. So come over here as a candidate, please go on, right click in space, go to option new and then create an item 1 folder, item 1. Then go on and then create another folder for item 2. Come over here and say item 2. Okay. Now, after doing all this, now we start checking here and there to see what we're supposed to do. So I will come into item 1, which I'm going to be executing. Remember, a video for item 2 has also been uploaded on the channel. Please check it up and then we learn. So now I will go straight to my support material. I check out this project. I pick all this information. For now, I drop it in my working folder for easy access, easy editing, easy manipulation. I will come over here and then paste. I paste my files to see that we can start checking them together. Now, after we see that I've been able to paste my information here, I will go on, right-click in space, go to option new, then choose Microsoft Excel worksheet. I'm going to come over here and say children's data. Okay, I'm naming my folder, my worksheet, my spreadsheet file as children's data. Now I will come into my support material over here. I see what I can do. I will highlight the entire table. I will highlight everything here. Then Ctrl C to copy. Come back, open your spreadsheet, which is this one. Double tap for it to open. Yes, double tap, double tap, double tap. Okay, after reaching here, our file is called children's data. I will come and paste. Right click, choose option, paste. Yes, so when you check here, at least our worksheet, our data has been imported from word processing to spreadsheet by just copying and pasting. So Ctrl A to highlight. Come over here. I want to take a clear font. Let me take Arial narrow. I want to take Arial narrow. Yes, I will come over here and give it a font size 13, 14 for visibility reasons. Font size 14. Increase it a bit to see that we can check each and every detail together. And then after doing all this, let me now start manipulating data. One, I can decide to attach a number, to attach numbers to know the total number of students that I'm dealing with. So I'm typing 1, 2, 3, and then I'll just come here, access the autofill icon, and then double tap like this, so that we get our students numbered. So meaning that we have over 40 learners in this support material. Come over here and then we start adjusting each and every single element together. Now I will come here, I rename my sheet. Remember, we have looked at the key marking points. Please don't lose it. Come over here, I say maybe let me take this data to be computed data. Yes, computed data is what I have named my file with. Check to see that each and every detail is at stake, is at proper condition, to see that we don't lose anything. Okay, now I will come. We start. Now, attending to the scenario, each and every line counts. Come and say now, what do they want? Fortunately, her request was granted, thank you, and she was asked to make a budget, thank you, following the guidelines given by the child organization as shown below. What are the guidelines? Medical fund for each child per term according to age. 4 to 8 years is 200,000. 9 to 13 years is 100,000. And above is 75,000. Okay. Let's check. Remember, we have said that the candidate in the key marking points, we want to see using some advanced spreadsheet functions. Now, let us compute this together. Come here, and then we say, let us name this as medical. Yes, medical fee. Medical fee, the conditions are clear. They are telling us that under the conditions for candidates below the age that are aged 4 to 8, we are going to tell them, you know what, people? You are going to be given medical fee of 200,000. I'm going to use an if function to see that I can run this very well. Equal signs if what? If the age of that candidate is what? Is less or equal to 8, put a comma. What should happen? Open. We shall say we are going to give them 200,000. Put a comma. Open another if because of the condition. Come and say now, if again, open parameters, the same age is what? Is less or equal to 13. What should happen? Drop a comma. We shall give these learners 100,000. Drop a comma. Now, since we are left with only one condition, let us check the question. They are telling us that we have the first condition is this one, the second condition is this one, and the other condition is this one. For those that are above 13, we shall just give them 75,000. So come over here and say now, come and say, or we shall give the rest 75,000. I hit the enter button. I've forgotten. I had to lock. I had to close the brackets. This is 1, 2. Come and say 1, 2, close 2 times because we have opened 2 brackets. Hit the enter button. Come over here and then autofill. When we autofill, this is what we get. We get each and every candidate given clear scores. Let's continue. What are we having? I will get back here to see that we don't lose any single step. I will come back and say, what else do we have? Now, school fees for each child per term is 500,000 and 750,000 for primary and secondary school respectively. This is a keyword, respectively. So meaning I'm going to come and say now, those that are in primary, we are going to be paying 500. Those in secondary are going to be paying 750. So now I will come and first make maybe a clear category so that I can easily tally through with these learners. So I will come here, let me say maybe a category. This is my own category which I want to use as I compute my school fees. I will come over here and say now now to compute this. Okay, instead of maybe putting it here, let me separate and I put it just here to have my data well organized. Let me say this is category. I want to pick the primary students and then to see that we can easily copy. I'm going to highlight the word primary. I put to every learner that has a primary. Yes, I'm just trying to make a category to see that we can move a little faster. Yes, here we go. This is primary. This is primary. This is primary. This is primary. What else? This is primary. This is also primary. What else? This is primary, and all these guys are in primary. Yes, nice. After putting that down, the rest are in secondary. Let me make sure that I don't make any blunder. This is secondary. Yes, secondary, senior. Okay, now after confirming that everything is at a better stake, we have 2 categories. You're either in primary or secondary. So come over here and then we start pasting together. Please don't forget to pause and also follow with me so that we can be able to achieve the same target. Yes, here we go. I'm pasting so that we have a category. What else? Even here, then even here. Yes, I will come and try to make my categories a little bit clear. Now, after putting this down, I will come and say I now need to compute. School fees for each child per term is this. So I will come here and say now equal signs. I can use the VLOOKUP or I can use the HLOOKUP so that we can compute this. Or let me first give a label. I say school fees per term. School fees per term. Yes, I can even go on to wrap text so that my data is not too vague, so that I get everything clear. Equal signs, if, open parameters. If what? We shall be giving a candidate 500 if we get that this guy is in primary. I will say if this cell if that cell is what? Is equaling to, open quotes, this is text, is equaling to, let me see when I have Control V, okay, I wanted primary, is equaling to primary, close quote. What should happen? Put a comma. We shall give these guys 500,000. Put a comma. Or, since we have two conditions, I will say, or what? We shall give them 750, comma, 750,000. Close your bracket, hit the enter button. When you get here, we have our results over here. Please don't forget to pause and you also try out with me. Yes, after getting that, let's get back to the scenario. School fees for each child per term is 34 and the secondary school respectively. The budget should clearly indicate the total amount spent on each child per term and the overall amount if expects per year. Okay, I will come here and say now we need the total, let me use uppercase, we need the total expenditure or total fee spent, total fee per child, total fee per child. Let me come and then I wrap text to see that we get each and every detail of our submission. So how are we getting this? I want to get the total fee spent on each, equal signs. I can decide to use a formula and then I just add, or I say equal sign sum, open parameters, highlight from medical to school fees, come here, hit the enter button. So every child per term, we are going to be spending this amount of money. So I've been able to put it down there. So per term, we are going to be spending this. Okay, now after looking at this, what else are we supposed to do? Get back to the question and we see. The budget should clearly indicate the total amount spent on each child per term and the overall amount if expects per year. Meaning, for me to compute this last part, candidates, look at this. Please don't rush. We also want to know how much does if expect per year. So, how are we achieving this? Meaning that the term has how many, the year has how many terms? It has 3 terms. So, I'll come here and say, fee collected per year. Fee collected per year. We need to also get this so that we know that, okay, if a term, we are going to be spending total fee per child per term, we are going to be spending this. But then what about per year? How much are we going to be spending? So I will come over here. I say equal signs, equal signs what? I want to say equal signs this money that we are going to be spending per term, shift asterisk, the 3 terms that make up a year. Hit the enter button and then come here and auto fill so that we get each and every detail that every year if will be receiving 180,000 on Kitesi Jovia. Oh, that's what we shall be spending. But still, when you check the question here, they're telling us that the budget should clearly indicate the total amount spent on each child per term and the overall amount if expects per year. We also want to get the overall amount. So I will come over here and say now I want to get the overall amount. Let me say overall amount. Then I come here and say equal sign sum, open parameters, so that I can pick all the values from the first candidate up to the last candidate. Close parameters, hit the enter button, so that we can get the overall amount per year. This is what if expects to receive per year. Okay. Now, what else can we do? Have we attended to every segment here? Yes, we have answered this, answered that. Well, experts has scheduled a meeting for yes, we are going to compose this presentation, and then before I leave PowerPoint, before I leave a spreadsheet, I'm going to first come and do some adjustments here and there to see that we can get each and every detail on spot and each and every segment well respected. I can come and say, let me handle the currencies. I highlight everything. After highlighting, I also want to highlight this. It is also money. I will come and say under the currency, under the number group, click the ribbon launcher, come and say currency, say custom, then come here and drop for me maybe a UGX symbol to say UGX space close bracket, and then I will say okay. When I get here, at least I will be having some units to represent that this is money. Here I'm dealing with money. Now after putting this down, we can also move on and do some polish here and there. Let me say I want to align this center, and then around there I want to bold. I want to move on to give it a clear font shading color. Come here, I want to take this, let me take white, font color white, and then the shading I take this, so that we start adjusting our information in a very, very clear manner. So I will come over here briefly. I will come over here. This is my overall total. I want to be visible for the people marking so that they don't miss out our information. I will come here, and then I also want to move on and shade. Let me first merge and center, and then this figure is also very, very paramount. I will come and also give it some life. I want to give it some life, and then I'll go on to give it a nice shading for visibility. These are all key formatting options that the candidate can go on and on and on to compose for us. I will come over here and say now, let me move on and apply borders onto my work. Then after applying borders, I can also decide to make my data a bit more clear for viewing. So allow me, copy your work very fast. I'm going to copy my work. Control C, come over here. I also come and paste. Paste your work there. After pasting, go on and do some adjustments to see that the information can easily be comprehended and understood. At this point, I want to filter out so that I can easily see these are primary learners, these are secondary learners for easy data interpretation. Come over here, name this worksheet as primary. Yes, I'm going to name it as primary. Then I will come highlight the yes, I will move on. I highlight the category. Let me take category. Yes, I'm going to take category, and then I say I go to home tab under sort and filter. I say filter. Then I come back here, check the icon. I only want to remain with primary students so that I can see that okay, here I'm only having primary students with their fees. I can also go on to hide the columns of that we don't need now to see that we can easily focus on the major. Let me cover up maybe the edge, highlight by putting the cursor here, right click and say hide, so that I hide that. I also don't want to see the category, and maybe I'm interested in only the total fee and the fee collected per year on each child. Yes, after getting this, I can also go on highlight to see that my work is really, really on point. I come here, I apply a clear conditional formatting to make my work be a bit more clear. I will go back, I Control C, I come back here, I say, let me Control V, right click, or just come and say Control V, and then do some adjustments here and there to see that your information is on point. Yes, here we go, nice. So after getting this, I want to only select out learners that are in secondary. I will come, highlight the category which I had composed, come and say sort and filter, click filter, scroll up, click on the icon, come and deactivate. I want senior, click OK. So that we only have learners that are into the senior section. Come over here, right click, and then say, I want to hide these ones because we already have them the other side. Then even the category, and then this other side, I also right click and hide them. After hiding, I'll now move on and do some conditional formatting to see that my work is on point. All these skill sets are now checked from you, the candidate, doing the work. Can you really blend? Can you come up with stunning work? I will come over here and name this as secondary. Yes. Then away from that, I will move on and say maybe this is visual data, and then after that, I will come over here. I want to compose the visual data for primary students and their total fee. Let me just take maybe the surname, and then you highlight surname, come to fee collected, you also highlight the fee collected, then you go to insert, click the ribbon launcher for the title, for the charts, and then say I want to take maybe a column chart, click OK. The chart will be inserted for us. I will say this is, let me cut it, Ctrl X, go to visual data and paste it over there. Now when I put it here, I'll come and do some customization. I say column chart showing primary students, and their total fee. I will also click onto my chart, activate labels, put axis titles. Down here we have names. Then up here we have fee. I can make it fee. Still I can go on to see that my work is well polished. You have to be very fast to see that you don't lose out on time. Very fast. Okay, I will also come here to see that I don't leave my work shabby, to see that each and every detail has been put at its key aspect. I will come here and then I apply this as my font color for consistency. So now after doing that, I will also go on, I say, let me also compose a chart for the secondary. Very fast. Highlight the secondary learners, come to the fee collected, highlight it very fast. After highlighting, then go to the insert, click the charts ribbon launcher, say go all charts, pie chart. Let me take a 2D, and then I click OK. When I click OK, my chart will come. Ctrl X, come back to your visual data. Let me put my chart down here to see that we can have a mixture. So I'll come over here, I give it a title. I say a pie chart showing senior students and their fees. Okay, after putting it down here, I'll now say still, let me add some salt here. Come here, I want to take font color white. Come over here, shading, I want to take that blue, bold it a bit to see that each and every detail is well respected. Let me increase on the sizing for visibility. Now after putting all this, I'll now move on and start doing some small customization. Okay, this is my charts and everything has been put at a better stake. So what I'm missing in a spreadsheet, I have my original data over here, and then I can also say, instead of leaving my data like this, let me highlight. I also add some salt to see that my data is really stunning. Okay, this is my information. Ctrl S, keep saving. This is what we have. Before we leave, I'll move on and say, let me go to and I check the print preview, go to file, click print to see how our work will be. You see the work doesn't fit. Come and say under maybe scaling, I want to fit sheet on one page so that all my work fits on one page. Go to page setup, go to header and footer, custom header, put your name as the custom header. Very fast. Mutebi Ratib, click OK. Come and say custom footer. Come and say the footer is my personal number. Click OK. Click OK. This is on sheet 1. I will also go to page setup. Click sheet, grid lines. Click OK. So you keep editing your work in a very, very clear and standard way. The same point should also be done on this one. Come and say scaling, fit on one page. Go to page setup, header and footer. This time my header, let it be my personal number. Click OK. Go to footer. Say the footer will be my name now. Mutebi Ratib 009 or Mutebi Ratib, and then I click OK. So you keep doing the same onto the other sheets. Make sure that your work fits. You go to scaling, you fit all your work at a very, very clear note. Now, putting this down, let us go and open another application. We are done manipulating spreadsheet in a way that is really, really on point. This is what we have. We have the fees collected, the medical fee, the fee collected per year, and the grand total that that Eve will be expecting at the end of the year. Control S, save changes, and then we first put this on hold. Yes. Now, after doing all that, I'm going to go on. I open a Word file. I compose a simple report. You might ask, teacher, why a simple report? It is a simple report because now, when you check into the scenario, the organization has scheduled a meeting for all the institutions it helps, and Eve is expected to make a presentation of the activities done by the children at the home, available facilities, future plans, and the budget. Now, you just imagine that at this point, Eve is going to be presenting with a group to the board of governors for the charity organization. It will be most ideal and very good for him to be projecting the work as he has submitted a copy of the report from the organization as you spread the gospel of the charity organization, of your home, of the charity organization. Please, it is more ideal for the learner to have composed the report to second or to follow with your presentation. Let's see what the learner could have put into the report. Right click, come over here and say, you say Microsoft Word, and then I want to put here, I say report for Eve's home. Report for Eve's home. Yes, this is my report. So I'm going to open it, and then we start checking it here and there. So this is my file, which I've just created. I'm going to be applying content within this file. I had created a sample dummy, which I'm going to be using for time management. I had named it over here. Yes, let me open it. We just go through that and then see the way forward. This is my report, which I named as dummy report. I'm going to just copy Ctrl C, and then I paste it into my file, which I've named as report. Ctrl V. Remember, I have put all the material I'm using in the video description. Please go click, download them, try them out as you follow up with me. So, for me, I said in my report, I'm going to have an introduction. I'm going to have the current situation and the activities done. I'm going to have the available facilities. I'm going to have challenges faced by the home. I'm going to have a budget summary where I will talk about the medical fund, the school fees, the total amount spent, to mention but a few. I also have the future plans. So I've blended multiple things. I've put the conclusion and all that. So under our introduction, I've said Eve's Children's Home was established in Uganda to provide care, shelter, and education to disadvantaged children. The home aims to give every child a safe environment where they can grow, learn, and acquire useful life skills. Current situation and activities. The home currently accommodates children aged 4 and above. They attend nearby schools for both primary and secondary education. Daily activities include studying, reading, playing, and learning practical activities. Available facilities, challenges faced, budget. So I have blended all this literature based on the scenario, because when you check the scenario, it is giving us this direction that Eve started a children's home in Uganda where she helps disadvantaged children. She operated for some time. When you check on the support material, the images provided, they also give you a glimpse. They also give you an idea on what is happening within this home. So I used all this to compose my dummy file. So now, I also want to use the same grounds on what I have composed. We do some polish up here and there, apply some skills, then we move on. Please don't forget to pause, try out with me, download the support files from the video description, try out so that we prepare for our next sitting. So now, I will come, Control A, come over here. I say I want to take time font style Arial narrow, which is my favorite. I don't know your favorite, but you're free to take any of your choice. Font style, font size, I'm going to take 12. Then font line spacing, I'm going to take standard 1.2. Now, after putting that down, I'm going to start customizing a few things to see that we don't lose out on time. Ctrl Z. Please remember, I've put all this in the video description. I will come over here. I want to also erase this. Challenges. Okay, these are bullets. Okay, I want to indent them. I push them there. I'm just trying to polish this to see that we can catch up with the time and we move together. Okay, Ctrl Z. I have my data here. Remember, I put all this in the video description. Please try out. You also follow with me. So now, let me push the other side and then here. Okay, now this is my report. Okay, we are going to polish it out together to see that we can get there. Now, when you go to my work, let Control A, justify. Let your work be justified. And then line spacing standard is 1.5. Introduction, current situation, etc. What are we adjusting? One, I'm going to check a bit. Let me say on here, I'm going to come and apply a simple drop cap to make my work look a bit more clear. I'm going to apply a drop cap of this style, and then I'll also go to home, give it a clear color. Then after that, I will also continue. I say what are the daily activities include. I had put some activities here. Let me try to disintegrate them. Okay, by bulleting them down. Yes, so all these formatting options have to come from you, the candidate that is trying to manipulate the activities. So I can say skills, learning practical skills like that and that and that. Okay, now I can go on, highlight the bullets, go to bullets and numbering, choose out a bullet that will catch the examiner's attention, indent it a bit in, come over here, and then continue. What else can we add? I will say, away from this, what? Yes. Let me come over here and say the home has a dormitory, the home is dealing with this, the budget summary, the total amount spent, what? Yes, let me say let me make my conclusion to be in a different layout. Go to layout, go to columns. I want to go to more columns. I want to have this in 3 columns. Put a line between, click OK. All these are key skill sets the learner is trying to bring on board so that we can get some good marks at the end. Then after doing this, what can we add? Yes, now we start adding a few things. Budget summary. The budget has been prepared following the guidelines provided by the charity organization. I'll come over here and say, what should I put here? Let me go back to my spreadsheet. Over here, I say, what? Yes, I'll come and say now, let me snip out a few things here to act as my budget plan. So this is my budget. Yes, this is my budget. I'm going to crop out. I'm using a snipping tool to do this. Let me repeat. I've said to snip out this. I went to the search button here. I said snipping. Snipping is a tool or is a feature that you can take a screenshot or take a snippet of the screen. Come over here. I want to cut out only this part to see, because the data is a bit lengthy. I'm going to take half of it. Come over here. Put this down. Come over here. And I want to paste my budget over there. Okay, let me come here, say under options, I want to manage this data in such a way. So I will come here. I want to break a bit. Will it fit? Yes. Let me try to push it down. Remember, I've applied a text format or a picture format option. Let me reduce on the size to see that the work fits over there. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This. Yeah, after putting that, I want to also go on to put the medical fund per term. Medical fund per term, I will come back to my spreadsheet. I also want to take some medical fund per term. So I will come and say, let me maybe take the name. Let me first try to hide this. Come hide, and then I want to take the medical form per term. Also, I want to hide this. I'm going to come and undo. After doing this, I'll go on and take half of this information because it is too lengthy, but we shall put links for them to access the full file over here. So now I'll come and say, go to the snipping tool, whether it is open, come click option new, come and highlight this medical summary. Come and say copy by clicking here or Ctrl C, then come back to your file and then paste this around here. Yes, over here, medical fund, allow me break for space management to see that our work fits. Remember, as you do this, you have to be very fast and intentional so that you can balance your time well. So what else? We want the school fees. Under school fees, I will come over here. I want to insert my school fees here. Yes, Ctrl Z to see that each and everything comes back. Now I want to maintain only the school fees. Come here, hide this. Come also here, I can say, let me maintain it maybe with this is total fees, school fees. Let me also hide this. Right click and say hide. Then come here and say snipping tool, right click, and then crop out that specific. We can't take everything because the data is too heavy, but we are going to put links to the Excel file. Come here, paste, come and try to do some formattings here and there to see that our information is not vague and it is not very ambiguous. So come over here, I'm trying to break a bit to see that we get each and every detail well aligned. So my report is taking shape. When I try to reduce, you start at least the shape. The report is taking shape every single second. After getting this done, I will now move back here. I will now move back again here. I say, what else can I bring to make my work look really amazing? Come back here. You say, the total fee. Let me first get back. I say undo. Okay, sorry, Control Y, I want the colors back. So now, I want to take the total fees collected. I say the overall amount was this figure here, Control C. Let me get back here. I say, zoom a bit, I want to see my work. I say now, when I scroll down here, total amount spent. The total amount spent on each child per term and the overall annual cost have been calculated and included in the attached budgets. So now I want to come here and say the overall amount spent per year is Control V. The overall amount spent per year is that figure. So I can also go on to give it a clear color, italicize it a bit to make it visible. What else can we do? Is my reports. What can we do? Yes, our report is taking shape. At least a few things have been put, but still I will go back to my support material. I pick out a few pictures and I add them in my report. Come back here to your report. I want to paste a few pictures. Yes, I want to put this picture around here. Let me say wrap text tight to see that the picture, we have blended some pictures in the work to make the message reach home. What else can we put? Which other picture can we really align here? Let me first reduce so that I can easily manage them. Yes, I can also go on, say, in front, so that we can have these pictures well blended. Okay, I say I want to also add these pictures into my report over there. Okay, now after making sure that at least you have inserted a few pictures, yes, I want to collect one more picture. The report is full of pictures. I want to make sure that each and every detail is really well captured. What? So you have to be very creative as a candidate doing this exam. So I want to move on. I say now, as we run through to end our item 1 UNEB 2025, what else can I add onto my report? Then I will go on, create a blank page. I put the cursor where you started from, go to insert, and then say I want to insert a page break. So that I create a new blank page. After creating a new blank page, I'm going to put a table of contents there. I'm going to put table of contents over here. But before I put a table of contents, let me first compose the title page or the cover page to see that we can have each and everything on point. So now, go and design with me. As I go through, you also try out to see that we can learn from one another. Okay, let me zoom a bit so that we can manage the page very well. So now, I will come and see how can I come up with a clear design. I say, I want to see that every single detail I put in my report, it is really on point. So I will go and say maybe under shapes, I choose maybe, let me take a diamond. I come and start structuring it from here. Let me put this diamond here. So the curriculum is calling for a learner that has understood the application and they know how to manipulate it for the better. Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. I'm duplicating. Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. I'm designing a very good cover page for my reports. The way you see. Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. Over here. What else can we add? Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. One more here. Yes, after doing this, I'm trying as much as I can to see that we design a cover page that will be on point to earn us some good marks. Yes, I'm putting that there. One more. I'm just using shapes. I Ctrl+C, I Ctrl+V. After putting it there, now I need one more. Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. I also put it over there. So after putting my shapes, I'm going to come and do some formatting. I go to shape format. I go to shape fill. I say, let me maintain the same color. I come to shape outline. I say white or no outline. Come over here. We have to maintain that same color. Go and say no outline. Come here. Put the same color. Say no outline. Come here. Put the same color. Say no outline. Come over here. Put the same color. Say no outline. I'm trying as much as I can to see that I come up with a very nice cover page for my report. Now, after putting this down, I'm trying, let me see, what else can I add here? Yes, let me push this a bit closer here to see that we balance it very well. So now, I'll come here, one more take, come here, I want to put a very clear color to see that we don't lose it. Then after, come and say shapes, I want to choose a random shape to see that I can use it. Yes, I'm going to use this shape here to see that I can blend my information very well. So I will come, align it around here, and then I say, in this shape, I'm going to put some content under there. Now, after getting things done, after seeing that we are rocking and having every single detail well captured, I'm going to come and add some salt on the meat. Then I'm going to say the report title. Come over here, shapes. I'm going to choose a text box. I come, I put it over here. I say under home, I'm going to increase the font for visibility. I say maybe the title, I'm going to call it if, I want to call it Eve's children, Eve's children's home, Eve's children's home, Eve's children's home. Yes, I'll come, align it center, bold it, Eve's children's home. Yes, I'm going to put it here. I can also go on to do some more tallying to see that we get each and everything well. Report on activities and budget. Come over here, add text and say report. Okay, let me undo. I want to put a text box. Let me right click on text box, say shape outline, no outline, shape fill. You say shape outline, no outline. I want to copy the same text box. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Sorry, come and say Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Okay, let me come back here under shapes, text box. I want to put a text box here. I want to say report on activities, report on activities and report on activities and budget. Report on activities and budget. I'll come here, go to home, increase on the font a bit, make it visible, align it center, bold it one more time to see that we get each and every detail well. Come over here, I can also stretch it a bit. Okay, I can also go now to shape. I say over here, font color, under font color, I'm going to take white, and then shape format, I say no fill, shape outline, I say no outline. Then after doing that, I can also go on and say, under here, I say a submission date, go to insert, click shapes, choose a text box, and say, I can come here and say by, since I'm the one preparing, I'll say Mutebi Ratib, 008, and then the date, I'll go insert, go to insert, I want to insert a date here, click here, I want to insert this date, I put it over there. Then after doing that, I'll go here, align it center, and then I go on and increase on the size. I increase on the size, come over here, bold them, come here, give them a clear font. Remember, I'm taking time so that you don't lose out on the steps, but I want you to capture each and every single detail. Then I'll come and apply a catching color to see that we blend each and every element within our presentation. Now, after putting this, after having this, I'll come here, shape format, I say no outline, and then my report is taking shape. Now I'll come over here, I create one more, go to page and say page break. Let me reduce that. Page break, I'm going to put a table of contents there. I will come highlight all the subsections that we have in our report, as simple as this. Yes, I'm highlighting all the subsections that we do have in our report to see that we get things done. Sorry, forgot. Let me put it here. Highlight, or you control left click and highlight, so that you keep the other highlight that you had made. One more time, sorry. Come over here, highlight. Sorry, one more time. Come over here, control, and see that you highlight each and every single detail. Sorry, I'm using a lot of time, sorry. Come here, highlight again, come and highlight. I want to pick a few sections. Then here, I'll highlight. Yes, I'll also come over here. I do highlight, come over here, and also future plans, conclusion, you highlight each and every single detail. After highlighting, go to home, go and apply a style. I want to take heading 1, and then I will go on bold. After bolding, I can also go on and apply a unique shading to see that my work is really on point. I can also go on and apply a unique font. Do some adjustments here. Yes. Now at least my report is taking shape. This is my simple report that I've been able to compose. Now I'll just go to the new page I created. I go to references, I go to table of contents. I say I want to have automatic table of content. My table of content will be there. You can add a list of figures, you can add a list of tables as you have in your work. Then after doing this, I'll go on, insert a header of my name, Mutebi Ratib, and then I can go on, click here, align it, go to home, align it center. I can also put a footer of my name, of my personal number, 003. I go on, align it center. After doing all that, I can also insert a watermark of Eve's name. I go to design, I click watermark, I say custom watermark, I say text, I say the watermark is Eve's home. Eve's home, I give it font color red, and then I can go on to increase the font to around 54, so that I click OK. I click OK, at least I have I have my watermark appearing into the page. I will also go on, I want to increase on its size a bit. Let me keep it at that. I click OK. Yes, I say Eve's home. After putting it here, I want to maintain this watermark on only one page. Double click in space, come over here, Ctrl X, and then come back to your file, and then Ctrl V, so that the watermark is only and only on one page. Yes. After making all this, you can also go on, go to design, go to page borders. You say, I want to take this, choose a style of your choice, put a color, increase the width, put a color. I want to take this color, whole document, and then you'll have your page border. But I want the page border to be on the first page. I say this section, first page only, this exhibit first page. I want the border to be on the other, but not the first page. Yes, so you see that at least my report is over there, well blended. I can go on to attach a few things. Before this, I can also go on to attach some different elements. I say maybe appendices or additionals, and under additionals, I can also go on and do some adjustments over there. I come here, I say I need to create a simple table. This table should be having maybe a structure like this. Align it a bit, then come over here, and then I reduce. After reducing, I'm going to go back to my support material. I pick these images, come back here, and then I paste. When I paste, I want to only deal with this. Reduce it a bit, come over here, put it in front, and then come align it in your report. So that your report is really ready for a reviewing. Your report is fertile. Your report is having each and every detail that the chat organization might ask for. So we are teaching learners in the new curriculum where they have to be critical thinkers for the better. I will come over here, reduce a bit, and then come align it over there. Yes, after, I can now go on to remove that. I have applied the tables, I've applied the pictures, I've applied the watermarks, I've applied lots and lots of options. I want to reduce on the font, a bit, so that we can have each and everything well tallied. Okay, now I'm done with this and we are wrapping up. I'm left with only one application to see that we can get it done and dusted. Now, when we check here, we see that we had planned to use, when we check here, we had planned in this item to use over 3 applications, Spreadsheet, word processing, and PowerPoint presentation. So far, we have used the Spreadsheet, we have used word processing for the report, and now we want to use PowerPoint to come up with a presentation which Eve will submit to the charity organization during the meeting day. So I will come over here, I check the question again so that we don't lose it. They're telling us that the organization has scheduled a meeting for all the institutions it helps, and Eve is expected to make a presentation of the activities done by the children at the home, available facilities, future plans, and the budget. My report rotated more on this. So still my PowerPoint, my presentation will also rotate more on that. Come over here, item 2, right click, this is my item 2. I'll come and say, under my item 2, I'll come, here, Mutebirati. I want to access my item 2 project, and then I'll come, right click, choose, come to new, come and say PowerPoint presentation. I say presentation about Eve's home. Yes, you see the way I'm naming my files should be the same way you're also naming your files when doing an exam. You want to get some marks, that should be the same way you're also doing that. So now I'll come over here and say, in my presentation, I want to come and say Eve's home. I want to say Eve's, I want to say Eve's children's home. Yes, and then I will say Uganda, Eve's children's home, Uganda. All these ideas should be coming from you as you manipulate the new curriculum questions. Then I put my name here, Tebiratib 009 for customization. Come over here, slide 2, I want to put an introduction. Yes, I want to put an introduction. Under the introduction, since I have my reports, I'm just going to go and pick a few elements. There, I come, I drop in my PowerPoint. That is my introduction. I will also go on to say, maybe let me say activities. I want to put activities. And under activities, when we check here in our report, we had also captured a few activities. What is our report? Our activities are over here. Control C, come over here, and then paste. Remember, I have put everything I'm using in the video description. One more. What else can we talk about? They want us to talk about facilities. I'll come over here and say facilities. Under facilities, what are we captured on facilities? Under facilities, what are we having over facilities here? Oh, this, let me reduce it. Over facilities, do we have something about facilities? Yes, over facilities, when we come here, let me just type, we have maybe a sleeping area. Let me sentence case. I want to use the sleeping area, maybe water tank. I'll come here and say maybe cooking area, etc. Away from that, what are the future plans? I'll come here and say future plans. Under future plans, I'll come under my future plans. I say we need maybe more sleeping space. Had I captured this in my report? Yes, let me see. Under future plans, yes, under future plans, we had captured some content. Let me just come and drop it over there. What else? I can also go on and say maybe budget summary. Come over here and say budget summary. Then under budget summary, I can also come and say medical funds. Medical funds depend on age. Medical sum depend on age. and then school fees depends on class. Yes, I can keep my presentation as simple as that. It is over here. After putting it here, now I'm going to come and do some adjustments. Let me bold, let me italicize this, and then to see that everything really checks up well. I'll come here, I say I want to align this. I can use the master slide. You can use all the skills that your teacher has taught you during the ICT sessions. I'll come over here, I also do the same, do some adjustments, align this center, bold it a bit, and then increase its font size. My areas, I can go on, increase, come here, change the style, come here, align it center, increase on its font, and also go on to give it a different color. Yes, let me go check my slide master. Go to view, I want to check the slide master. I scroll up here, I want to apply a uniform color onto the master title. Go to home, I want to say, I want to take a clear color to a clear shading. Let me check here. Maybe under font, let me take maybe red to be my colors. Then I go back to slide master, let me close. Yes, when I get back here, I can now say at least I have some colors onto my work. I will go to design, I click any concept that will really tally out well as I do my presentation. After getting this, I can also go on into my support material. I pick some images from the support material. Control C, come over here, and then we start pasting them into our presentation. Come, right click, I want to cut, then I come to my first slide over here. Let me try to reduce on the font for size so that it fits. I say I want to paste this around here. Let me reduce it a bit. I want to put it around there. I will continue. I say now Ctrl X, come here. I want to put this around here. Yes, you see that we align our images very well. I will also go back, Ctrl X, come back and see that we align this around here so that our presentation is on point, our presentation is standard, and each and everything has been well appreciated as provided from the support material. So now after doing all this, I will come, I want to put a budget here. I want to go back to my report. Over here, I say Ctrl C, I want to copy this budget. I come, I drop it over here. Now after, I stretch it a bit, see that everything is well balanced, bold, increase the size a bit, come here. I can also go on under shape fill. I apply a clear catching fill to see that we get our message home and each and everything is really well emblazed. Now I will come over here, shape format. I apply the same color for the shape. Come over here, I go to shape format, same color to see that each and everything is really well captured. Come over there, come here, I want to align it around, come here, shape format, apply any color of your choice. Now after putting this, still you can go on and say, let me apply a clear transition. I go to transitions, click here, come and say, I want to take a very catching transition. Let me take maybe the cube so that my slides come up like that. Then say apply to all, set the seconds to be 2, say on and deactivate the mouse click so that when I go into my slideshow, I have my presentation running in a way that is really clear for the people that are watching to see each and every detail. Now after doing all this, remember to apply to all to see that everything is well captured. You can also go on, apply some animations, apply some transitions, apply lots and lots on your content. So all this is there for you to pick and play around with. I can also go on under shapes. I choose the action buttons. I want to take the next button to see that people can easily manage the presentation by just a click on the button. Let me compose it here. I say okay, put it here, and then after putting it here, Control C, copy, come here, Control V, come and put it at a point where it will be visible for the item evaluator to give us some marks. Come here, Control V, put it there, and then let me copy, come here and also paste. Yes, come here, paste, and then I will say on my last slide I have conclusion. I will say thank you for the time, rendered. I will be very happy if my request is implemented. As simple as that. I will come over here, increase the font a bit, and then Control S. When I Control S, I'll have my work well balanced. Everything is there. My presentation is on point, and each and every line is on point. So now I will come. Let me first close all the open files to see that we have saved each and every detail. Have I saved this? Yes, I've saved. What else haven't we saved? Let me close this. Come here. Sorry, here. I want to also close this. Close it up. And then come and finish up. So now I will say my item 1. It is over here. And each and everything I want to remain with what I want the item evaluators to mark. I will highlight everything that I don't want them to see. Right click and choose option delete. I choose option delete, so I remain with the report for the report for Eve, our data manipulated, and the presentation. So these are the files that I'm going to be presenting for the people that will be marking my work. So when I check here, I want to first be sure that my presentation is set and everything is on point. Control P to print your work. Go to full slides, and then I say I want to have all my slides as a handout. Put all your slides on a handout. You can also go on, change the orientation, and have each and everything on point. Then print this. Before you print, please go on, say I want to put some header. Come here and say the header is my name, Mutebi Ratib, and then the footer is my personal number 009. Apply it all, and then you can add as many more elements as you can. You can add date and time over here. You say I want to add date and time. You can also apply to have each and everything on point. So this has been our item 1 UNEB 2025. Thank you for watching. Remember, I put all this in the video description. Please check them up, work up with me to see that we can get each and every detail together. Remember, I have put all this in the video description. Those who want to join my WhatsApp group, please, the link is in the video description. Please stay blessed. May you live forever. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the zeal. Thank you for the data. Stay blessed. God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.